everybody. Alright guys, so in today's video I'm going to be looking at before and after fighting Khabib Nurmagomedov. Okay guys, if I got the pronunciation of his name wrong, kindly correct me in the comment section. Okay, recently I've been looking into boxing, into wrestling, into sports like this, in quotes if I may, and I just all of a sudden piqued interest in them, and I saw this video and I was like, okay, let me make a reaction to it, right? So yes, beautiful people, without further ado, let us jump right into this reaction video.
I told you guys, we're gonna make him humble.
Ooh,
Fight fans, welcome back.
You're a phony, a fake.
Last year, GSP said there were three types of people in combat sports: the fighters, the athletes, and the artists. But with a relentless work ethic, insane natural ability, and dominance in all areas, the choice regarding Russia's undisputed lightweight king isn't so straightforward.
He's so strong.
Now enjoying retirement, we retrace the legacy of a humble champion that never lost, never bled, and was never visibly hurt inside the octagon.
Hold on. Never lost, never bled. Oh, okay. So this is really getting interesting.
How good Khabib Nurmagomedov is.
Something in a sport as unpredictable as mixed martial arts that speaks for itself.
You wanna fight? Come here. Inside the cage, come.
Here we look at opponents before and after fighting Khabib Nurmagomedov. Welcome to a Motivedia presentation.
Because it's his #1 easy fight in lightweight division.
16-0 is the mixed martial arts record, and he's just 23 years old.
10 years ago, the Russian signed the dotted line, entering the UFC's lightweight roster on a 6-fight deal.
Khabib Nurmagomedov versus Trujillo.
Straying under the radar, he picked up his first handful of victories, dragging his opponents the distance, but crunching, mauling, and slamming them in the process.
UFC record, 21 takedowns.
With an ever-evolving style, Khabib would beat Rafael dos Anjos, his first top 5 opponent, without losing a single round.
Look how aggressive this kid is. I just want to see who's got the style to handle this guy.
Some were convinced, others not so much. But everybody had started to take notice.
I think he's a little amateur. I think that he needs a little work.
Khabib Nurmagomedov, before you were here, he's already in the press room somewhere telling everybody that'll listen, hey, he's undefeated, he deserves to be next. Is he what you think should be next?
Hey, if they want him next, give him a shot. I'm ready.
It would be 2 years later, following a series of freak knee injuries, that Khabib would finally be back in action.
You're fat, you're slow, you have no rhythm. I can't wait to shut your face with my hand. I'm gonna knock you out.
Unfortunately, Tony Ferguson pulled out, facing health issues of his own.
Still kind of a hard pill to swallow.
Leaving
Facing health issues. Okay.
Pennsylvanian Daryl the Saint Horcher with the opportunity of a lifetime.
Here, UFC give me fight versus Tony. 16 April, I'm here. Where's Tony? Tony's pull out? Please, shut up. I have fight, Daryl Horcher. I have to focus this guy.
I don't think you can stand with me. There's nobody on the planet who can stand with me. All I do is touch you. Whether we're on the ground or we're standing up, that's all it takes. Obviously, there was better matchups that we could have on 9 days' notice than Khabib himself, but he's just a man. They're all the same.
At the 160-pound catchweight, Horcher was a huge underdog. And as the fight unraveled, it became more and more apparent why.
Big shots. Horcher's got to go back himself.
I'm going to touch him, and he's not going to like my power. And that's the just of it.
This could easily be stopped. 7-0 in the UFC.
Though with an embrace and show of respect, it was a night that highlighted the more amicable side of mixed martial arts.
I came up short in my debut.
Tough guy. What he did tonight, no one won.
You fight the #1 guy in the division on 8-day notice. I lost 25 pounds in 7 days. I came off the couch. I hadn't trained in months. This was my real debut.
The guy's an animal. I truly think he is the best lightweight in the world.
With Eddie Alvarez sidestepping Khabib in exchange for Red Panty Night.
You're blessed that I chose to whoop you next.
It was another tough, quick, and confident American that would take his place.
I'm about to go celebrate with my team in the back, and we're getting ready for soon. I went on that New York card, Anybody, let's
First
go.
of all, I have to beat Michael Johnson. Michael Johnson already beat Tony Ferguson, Barboza, a lot of tough guys. It's not easy fight.
Tony aside, Michael Johnson
I also like the fact that Khabib is quite humble. Like, he's so humble.
was the only man calling out Khabib and labeling him as one-dimensional.
No, I'm here to take care of business. I'm here to fight. I'm here to get a win, and that's all it is. I don't think we're gonna see a new Khabib. We haven't seen him progress his game at all. I hope he tries to test it out on me Saturday. You know, I'm looking forward to that one.
Whilst Johnson too deserves credit for stepping up to the plate, his fate was no less brutal.
It almost seems like they're shocked at how strong he is.
Listen, that is pounding Michael Johnson. I go to smash your boy. Make no mistake.
Talking to him in the process, the Eagle swept him up, dropped him, and then drowned him.
Ну, я мог ему сломать руку, я ему 2-3 раза говорил, чтобы он сдался. Аккуратно делал, потому что этот болей, который, если она ломается, она, больше не восстанавливается, эта рука прежняя.
Michael should tap her. He's gonna break his arm. He's gonna break his arm. What a display of dominance.
Both men showed respect in the aftermath. But Khabib's focus quickly switched to the lightweight title and one man in particular.
I want to fight with your chicken because this is #1 easy fight in lightweight division. I think I deserve this, but this is up to main event. Because if Conor win, of course he no take this fight.
Who presented the toughest challenge in your opinion?
I mean, that's got to be Khabib. I mean, come on. I mean, he's just.
Khabib would get his shot at the lightweight strap in early 2018, but 5 months prior, it was Edson Barboza that would look to halt the Russian's route to the top.
Khabib, I know he's a true fighter, but Conor, I prefer don't talk about him because he's not a true fighter.
On the back of 3 convincing wins, Barboza jumped at his chance to face the very best.
2 best lightweights in the world fighting, you know. He definitely one of the best, I mean one of the best, and that's making me very excited for this fight.
The fight itself felt like a slow, brutal execution.
You know, Jordan in his prime, you just can't cover the guy. It's almost like he's the only one on the court. Yeah. Nurmagomedov, it was like he was the only one in the cage.
Dominance by Khabib Nurmagomedov.
Fight of the night, and a reminder of just how good Khabib really was.
What does make him so special?
Everybody know his game. Everybody know his game plan. And nobody can stop him. I think definitely one of the best of all the time in the lightweight.
Now, if UFC give me 1 hour rest, I can fight one more time with Conor or Tony. That's no problem.
Nah, Khabib looked terrible in that fight. He's just barreling down, coming straight forward like a tank. You know, I got a little more style than I got a little more.
I think it's a bit vain, but Khabib, because I'm probably his biggest fan in the UFC, so.
You really think he looked terrible in that fight?
Khabib? The man looked the same that he did a couple years ago.
After another Tony Ferguson injury, coupled with some replacement drama,
They checked, they looked at me, and they said, "You don't look good. You can't do it." That's all that happened, and I walked out.
it was Al Iaquinta, a former championship wrestler with fantastic takedown defense, who'd be up next with a chance to snatch the vacant lightweight title.
You'd have to pay me $2 million to fight, or $1 million to fight Khabib. I don't want to fight that guy. You see what happened to Barboza? What, nuts?
They're getting beat up to the point where they won out, and that's something that you're never going to see with me. So
This week they asked me fight with 5 different guys. If you can bring King Kong and he can make 155, let's go.
The New Yorker's takedown defense and awareness was indeed on point.
That was very intriguing was the fact that Iaquinta was able to get back up.
Unfortunately for him, this was the night we found that Khabib's striking had improved greatly.
Khabib was hitting his opponent and not getting hit back.
Iaquinta's performance drew a lot of praise, supposedly laying the blueprint to beat the Russian.
He's cool, calm under pressure. He got out of it, and then he was like, all right, that's it. Now I'm going to kill you.
But with the American referring to him as a monster post-fight, it was still going to take something otherworldly to stop him.
Now I want to fight with George St. Pierre in New York, Madison Square Garden. Hey!
He's good in certain positions. He's amazing in. And he's also amazing at getting to the positions that he's amazing.
Hey, good job.
message, hey, come here, this place, and that's it.
Thus far in his career, Khabib's grace and humility had repelled the majority of bad blood or trash talk. However, as we know, this was all about to change.
I am going to truly love putting a bad beating on this little glass jaw rat. You tap 3-4 times. You tap 4 times. So what? I'll tap your head off the canvas, kid.
With both men's personalities amplified under the spotlight, this really was the ultimate good guy versus bad guy showdown.
You'll never beat the Oilers. You will never beat the Oilers. Saying it will be the biggest fight in history.
Fight fans were still pinching themselves as the two made the walk to the octagon.
This is not Eddie Alvarez or Jose Aldo. This is a completely different fighter. If you want to stop it, you have to kill me.
But for the Irishman, the dream slowly turned into a nightmare.
Connor's getting lit up.
He begged me, please, don't kill me, you know.
Khabib brought his best to the octagon, which was shortly followed by his worst.
I couldn't believe my eyes while it was happening.
Oh no, total chaos here.
A bittersweet ending to the sport's highest-grossing pay-per-view.
Conor gets a hard time about his cardio all the time, but who has Khabib faced that didn't look like that after 2 rounds?
I just misinterpreted his efficiency. He was very efficient. He took shots well.
A lot of people have been asking me questions like, what do I see weaknesses in Khabib's game, or where do I think he makes mistakes? And I don't really need him to be weak for me to be strong. You know, I don't need huge glaring holes. I'm going to create them.
What are your plans as champion?
I just want to mold people. This is what I want to do. I'm going to wrestle with him all night, make him tired and make him tap. This is my plan.
A year later, after putting the ugliest scenes of his career behind him, Khabib's attention turned to another man who was tearing through the lightweight division.
Dana, Sean, Khabib, let's go!
Poirier didn't bring the drama like Conor, but as an all-rounder with game-changing power, it was a clash that lit up the imagination in equal measure.
I'm going to make something special happen September 7th in Abu Dhabi. I'm going to shock the world.
We saw a more cautious version of Dustin in Abu Dhabi.
You have to push him back a little, and we haven't really seen that out of anybody yet because they're so worried about the speed of that shot.
And ultimately, despite having success of his own, he was overpowered and submitted in the third.
Nurmagomedov under the chin, there's the tap! They know what he wants to do, they can't stop it.
Red money here with good people.
A great show of respect capped off another of the lightweight division's hottest showdowns.
If anything adversity's taught me in the past, is when times are good, be grateful. And when times like this, be graceful.
And his feet are like hands, like his foot sweeps and the way he breaks you down, it's good, man. He's good. So good.
You know, people know who both of these guys are. They know what they're both capable of, and that's why this fight is so big.
Going to cause him some serious issues in there. He's not going to be able to do what he wants when he wants.
In a promise to his family, Fight Island would be the last time we saw Khabib defend his crown and unbeaten record.
I was born and I was bred and I was raised to do this, and I will do it till the wheels fall off. When he's on his feet, I will be causing massive damage to his legs, to his body, and his face.
An elite wrestler, a devastating striker, and a man with newfound composure, Justin Gaethje was considered the man with the best chance of dethroning the champion.
He should be afraid. Gaethje should be afraid of the takedown, which he will be.
And with one of the most exciting styles in the game, no trash talk was necessary.
Everyone knows it's the best fight at 155 pounds, and we are finally
He
here.
pointed at him and said, "You have jet lag."
During the fight?
During the fight. He said, "You have jet lag."
Oh my
said,
goodness.
Gaethje said, "No, I don't," and hit him with a left hook and an uppercut.
Oh, that hook up top from Gaethje.
Though what was supposed to be the roughest, toughest night's work of Khabib's career is made to look like another day at the office.
Shows Justin Gaethje to sleep.
He does things to world-class guys that makes you just confused.
Khabib told his own corner to quiet down as the fight ended, which speaks for itself, and Gaethje's humble response and defeat might even have gained him more fans than a victory.
I don't want to imagine, what he was going through. But as soon as the fight was over, I went up and told him that he just made his father so proud. And it was he did.
That was really mature of him. Oh my goodness, guys. What did I just watch? Like literally, what did I just watch? It's educated me so well about Khabib. One thing's for sure, two things are for certain. I do honestly love how the opponents change from being so pompous, from being so oversure of how they're gonna defeat Khabib, to how humble they are at the end of the fights. Like, when you ask them how you plan on fighting this, and then they're like, Khabib is nothing, I'm gonna finish him, I'm gonna do this. And during the fight, Khabib really humbles them, and at the end, you see them really like reconfirming how good Khabib is. And I honestly love how Khabib was humble throughout his career. Like, he didn't boast, he didn't brag about anything. And even when he felt you know up to the task, he'll tell you, you have to back up now. I mean, guys, that was so kind of him. Won't you agree? His fights were really tough. His fights were really tough, and he viciously went at the opponents. Like, he viciously attacked the opponents. Oh my goodness, guys, this was really interesting to watch. My mouth was just open throughout because I couldn't believe one person could do all these, like attack all these people and not even break a bone, wound, or lose a fight. Oh my goodness, guys. Let me know what you think about this in the comments. And yes, beautiful people, I have come to the end of the video. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to give this video a fat thumbs up. And if you are not subscribed to the channel, consider subscribing to this beautiful channel, okay? And also, guys, don't forget to click the bell just beside the subscribe button, so anytime I upload a video like this one, you definitely be the first to know, okay? Alright, guys, with that being said, I'll see you in my next video. Bye.